know a lot of you, maybe you don't watch WNBA, but if there's a sport that's out there that we can win in, we are going to talk about it. And the WNBA is full of profits. Caitlin Clark is here. I still feel like the gambling markets haven't quite caught up. I feel like there's some really good value in WNBA. So we're going to talk about the Aces and the Suns. Both teams dropped their opener. AJ Wilson's incredible. She goes 31-16 in a loss. But let's break down this game a little bit and tell people where there's some value at.
Yeah, both teams dropped their opener, but these are two teams that are supposed to be at different levels. Like the Aces are supposed to be the cream of the crop. So for them to come into the season and lose that first game as a favorite the way they did, that shows that, maybe they aren't they're not there yet. Maybe they don't deserve to have that favorite role right now. And I agree with that. I think this is a Vegas team that still a little bit finding their rhythm after trading Kelsey Plum, adding Jewel Lloyd. I think the chemistry for that team is going to take a little bit of time. I think that's what we saw in that first game. Like there were a few times when Jewel Lloyd had no idea where to be on the court. It was messing up the spacing. And I don't think that's something that flips overnight for this Aces team. Defense was a major concern for them. A glaring red flag is that they allowed 92 points to the Liberty. The Liberty only shot 19% from three. That means they're giving up layup after layup after layup. They're just not playing any defense. So a combination of the offense needs some work. The defense looks bad. I mean, when I've seen the Aces in this spot before, they have not had success. I've seen them 4 times as a double-digit road favorite after a loss. They've covered 1. They failed to cover 3 in a row. On the flip side, we've done a lot of talking about the Aces. For the Sun, new coach, new roster, but they showed that, they're playing hard and they're executing. The style that they play is up-tempo. It's a lot of movement, and that's going to be hard to defend for a team that's already struggling to defend in general. So think of it like the Pacers. Like they almost want to play the Pacers kind of ball in a way. So I think that's tough to defend. Mabry coming off of a bad shooting night, 5 for 21. I think she shoots it better. I like the way the bigs were playing. I think Connecticut at the house can keep it respectable within 13 and a half points.
What you have up at Wager Talk?
Want to correct myself really quick. I see Have Cash saying Aces were a dog in game 1. Yeah, I misspoke, but still, they should have looked better than what we saw in that first game. That's really what I was getting at. $5 Tuesday. I mean, I have a lot of stuff. I've made 3 plays in association today. One of them is for $5 Tuesday. It's a 4% play. And I believe my last, 70 something, I'm hitting about 66% on those 4% plays or higher in the NBA. And I want to give a shout out to Profit Picks. It's a show that I've done a little bit over the years with my good friend, Mr. Ravino. And we're going to do it today on the Wager Talk channel. So if you want to hear more about NBA, if you want to hear more about WNBA, we're going to break down the games a little bit more and, do it together. So check it out in about 1 hour, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.